Hi guys, it is Mishy Beauty. I am back at you again, and if you're interested in how I got this look with Physicians Formula products, then keep on watching. Alright guys, let me just start quickly. Let me make sure that the video is on. Yes, it is recording. So let me just start quickly by letting you know what I already do have on my face. I did wash my face with Noxzema. I do that from time to time. When I know I don't have a lot of makeup on my face, I'll just wash it with Noxzema. If you'd looked at my previous videos where I talk about skincare, you'd see that I do Noxzema every once in a while. And after that, I did use the CEO Glow by Sunday Riley. I'm sure you guys know about this from unboxings and things like that. It's a vitamin C and turmeric face oil. And basically after that, I didn't put a primer on. I just used the NARS Tinted Glow Booster that you guys saw me review in the previous video. I think that was the previous video. So basically what this video is, as you saw from the intro, is I went to Ulta and bought a couple of products from Physicians Formula. I talked to the lady, the young lady at the counter, as to why there are so few products of a Physicians Formula around, and she just could speak to Ulta, saying that some of those products, they don't get in very many when they do get a shipment, and some of the products Physicians Formula does ask for them to send back, I guess for reformulation. I don't know what the real reason is, but the products that I actually concentrated on, it's not going to be a full face of Physicians Formula. However, I do have Physicians Formula translucent powder that I always use, the one with argan wear or argan oil in it. And I do have a blush that doesn't show up too much. I have to layer it, is the Physicians Formula Rose Pearl Blush. The items that I didn't have previously that I'll be trying out, finally, I did find the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer in the shade Endless Summer. Endless Summer, and let me go ahead and take it out. Endless Summer is one of their darker shades. Now, one of their darkest shades. Now, I'm not sure if they're coming out with another one, but I had the deep bronzer already. And so let's just take a side-by-side look at these. Now I've already gone in and I have used the other ones, so it probably will look a little different. Now, looking at them side by side, let me zoom the camera in. Looking at them side by side, you can tell this one's lighter, this one's definitely deeper. So this I'll be using at the end of my try on. Of course, it is a bronzer, so it'll be after the powder, translucent powder. But yeah, it does look a lot different. I'm not going to swatch these together because I gotta save my arm for the shadows, because I did get shadows. But before I get into shadows, I did end up getting also the cream to powder highlighter. The ones that I bought today are all butter related. So sorry, this is that. Let me take it out. And I am going to zoom back out, I do promise, until I start putting on. Now, I'm going to save time and do one eye and then come back on with the rest of my makeup on or eyes on. I'm sure you guys can hear me struggling with this. This is a butter highlighter. I have never had a butter highlighter. I'm wondering if this has some kind of, this is a screw top, I think. Yes, sorry, sometimes you can't figure things out. Very pretty. I love the smell of the butter products that Physicians Formula has. And I guess I will swatch this. Ooh, it's very, oh, guys. Very soft, like butter. So I'm going to swatch it way down here. So that is their highlighter. Sorry guys, let's let it focus. That is the highlighter. It's pretty. The color is called Champagne. So this is the butter highlighter in the color Champagne. I am going to go wash my hands because I do need to be able to swatch. I do need to be able to swatch the shadows. And what I will do is, let me hold this up. Now the palette that I bought, the shadow palette I bought, is called Sultry Nights. New Nouveau it says, but Sultry Nights Butter Eyeshadow. I don't know if you guys have ever. And a brush did come out. Zoom in here. Very nice colors. I don't know how they'll swatch, but we are going to find out in a minute. So guys, don't go anywhere. All right guys, I think I'm recording now. Yes, I was not recording before. So I'm back. I am going to start with the shimmers and get as many of those. Show you those. I'm sorry guys, you can see my So let's go ahead and swatch. I'm sorry, this was the, let's do it up here. These do swatch nicely. Let's get closer. And I'm not going to go into detail about what the names of these are. Because in the grand scheme of things, I don't think that matters. So let's get a few more of these colors. And I'm going to swatch these on the other arm. This color is very interesting to me. Here, let me move back. This last color, let me try that again. You see? I think they're pretty. This last color, I'm trying to get some color payoff, but I'm swatching it with my little finger, and my little finger on my left hand is very weak. So it's this color right here. So you guys, that is the color swatched. This is a lot more pigmented than it's looking. They're very nice. They are buttery, exactly how the name suggests. They are buttery smooth. I love the smell of Physicians Formula butter products. So, but let's go ahead. I'm going to wash this stuff off and I'm going to get into the try on. All right, guys, let's move in close. Make sure you can see. And I am going to grab an eyeshadow brush. I will be putting on a base. I'll be putting on a base shade, and that base shade that I use will be this one right here. And that one, I believe they're calling Beach Beige. So I'm going to use a mirror and apply this shade. I'm doing one eye at a time. I don't know if you guys can see. Yeah, I was excited to finally find a product, a Physicians Formula product that I actually wanted. I was surprised to find that color of bronzer because I just could not find it. And I'm only doing one eye. So that's that. I am now going to go in with, they actually give you some tips here. Oops. They give you some tips there on the back. And let me see what because I have no, one, look, two. They use Sunset Vista right here. Sorry guys. I will get this together with the focusing. So they use one of the colors just right here. And let me see if I can, Sunset Beige went right here. Now, just because it looks pigmented on my arm, it might not look as pigmented on my eye. Who knows? Let's see. So, not sure if you guys can see this color here. And they say that just reading about these, you could either apply these wet, these butter colors. I'm getting some of it down here. You can apply it wet, or you can apply these dry. There's not a ton of fallout, however, the fallout that I am experiencing is getting right in here. I don't know if you guys can tell, I have a new backdrop. Alright, let's see if I can figure out what they do next. It looks like they put Rainforest Queen on there. I'm going to take this sponge, which I don't normally use these, but I am going to put some of that color on with the sponge because I want it to look a little bit more pigmented than what I'm seeing here. And guys, I did get a microphone, so let me know what you think of how it sounds. I did get a microphone. So now I'm going to go in with this center color. It's a kind of a bronzy greenish color. It's called Rainforest Queen. And let me get another brush for that. Let's see here. This is my Sigma. The other brushes were Sigma and Morphe. That doesn't matter either. So I'm going to take this color. I'm going to use my finger. And let's see what else they use on that side. Then they go in with Below the Horizon, which is right here. And I am going to use a brush like this. And I'm going to pack it right here. I will clean that up. Let's see. Just going to use one of these brushes for blending. I'm gonna start using tape for when I do this instead of just cleaning it up after the fact. Start using tape. Alright, so let me clean it up and I'll be right back. Alright guys, this is the finished look. I ended up putting one of the darker colors under my eyelid, or under my, in the waterline here. Sorry guys, this is really, could be the way I have the camera placed now. But yeah, this is the way it looks right now. I don't think I'm going to do anything else. I use most of the colors except about two or three. So they've blended in and this is what it looks like. I've used darker color in the corner here and the goldish colors mostly in the inner corner. So that is what I had. So I'm going to end up finishing the look on the other side and I'll come back to you and we will use the highlighter and the actual blush, or not blush, the highlighter and the bronzer. But for right now, this is one eye done and I'll see you back in a minute. All right guys, so I'm not wowed by the palette. There are some pretty nice shades in here, but I would have had to wet them for you to see them a little bit more pigmented. They do feel buttery soft, but there was quite a bit of fallout, more than I thought. So I ended up smoking out my eye. As you can see, I did underneath, and just creating a, I don't know, wispy cat eye. I don't know what you want to call it. I was making it up as I went along. So I basically used most of the shades on this side. I used this one and this one. And for the center portion of my eye, I used this for the tear duct area. All in all, let me just zoom in. This is the eye look. It's nothing, I mean, it's nice, but the colors, they're kind of boring a little bit to me. I don't know how else to say. They look more exciting in the pan. And remember, I am not a tutorial person. I am just a normal person playing in makeup and testing out makeup to see how I like it and to show you guys my thoughts and what I can do with it. But that is that for this palette. It's okay. It's nothing ultra special with the colors. I do like the formula. There was more fallout than I thought, but this reminds me of a jungle type look. I don't know why. It is called Sultry Nights, so it does look a little sultry. But yeah, it's a nice palette, but it's nothing special. So would I purchase it again? Probably not. I don't know if another palette would wow me a little bit more, but it's okay. So next, let's go ahead and powder my face with the Physicians Formula. What is this called? I say it all the time. The translucent Argan wear. I'm gonna go ahead and powder my face with that, with this, and I'll be right back. All right, guys. So this is what I look like with the translucent powder over the NARS, keep forgetting, Glow, Tinted Glow. And let me just say that this went on a lot better, and I didn't spread it all over the place like I do with a brush, like it didn't get all over the place. I actually used the brush that came with the actual compact, and I never really used those, but guys, this actually wiped on the product without losing a lot of it that I would with a brush. I didn't have a lot of fly up of the product, and I was able to just brush it on my face like a paintbrush, which I did like. Make sure I'm still recording. So again, yeah, Physicians Formula, they do use brushes on the underneath side, and most of them look like that. I don't know if I'd use that for the bronzer, but let's go ahead and get to that. So this is the butter bronzer in the color Endless Summer. Again, you guys, I told you that I did have the color Deep, and this is the darker one that I bought today. And let's go ahead and use a brush to apply this one. This does also have a well, this has a sponge type of applicator, but I don't think I'm going to use that. I think I'm going to actually use a brush that is meant for, I might actually use this mirror though. So I think I'm going to use a brush that is meant for bronzer. Let me get that and we'll start applying. All right, guys, so I did receive a bronzer brush in one of my boxes. I believe it was the Ipsy box. I believe it was. Or I don't quote me, but I did receive it. It's very soft. I'm going to go ahead and go in with the bronzer with this brush. So let's go ahead and get started on that. Yeah, this is, I don't know if you guys see the the change in the skin tone here with putting the bronzer on. You can see that right here. And I like the way this brush is shaped. So this does give a different color to the skin. It actually, you can tell that it's warming up my skin tone here, whereas the other one just looked exactly like my skin tone. I'm not putting it on too heavy because I'm sure it can look darker. There was another color, and I didn't really think that that would make a clear difference. But I don't use a lot of bronzer, but I can see how it did warm my face up. I do not look as powdery as I did. Now, this highlighter that I'm using says it is a cream to powder highlighter. Now, I've used either powder highlighters or cream highlighters. I've never really used cream to powder, so let's go ahead and see what that does. But I am looking very warm here from using the Endless, is that what it's called? Yes, the Endless Summer Butter Bronzer. I do like it, and I love the smell of all the butter products. I'm sorry about the lackluster of the eyeshadow palette. It's just a little boring to me. It's okay. It's okay. Nothing to write home about, though. No, kitty. My kitty is actually... The name of this brush, guys, if you're interested, is Press and Set Bronzer Brush. Press and Set Bronzer Brush. It did come in one of my subscription boxes. I just spanked my cat. So I'm going to go in with their Rose Pearl. It is not a butter product, but it is a blush. Let's see. Oh, my cat is killing me. And I don't know how this is going to look, but I think I'm going to go in a little heavier with this blush. Oh my word, she just loves the boxes. It does have a little highlight to it already, so I'm not going to use too much. Sorry guys. I'm trying to get this to focus. Let me stop moving. Or maybe look at you guys. There we go. So it does have a shimmer. I'm just going to rub it out because I am going to still put highlighter on. I sometimes put blush on my nose. So let's go ahead and go in with the blush. If I can find it. Here it is. And the name of the blush again is called Champagne. Let's see if it will. And let's use my, well, let's try this here. I'm going to use this brush. I don't know what I used it for before, but this is just a Target cutesy cheap brush that I bought, and we're going to apply the highlighter with it. Oh, sure you guys can see that. I'm liking the highlighter for sure. I like the highlighter for sure. So I do like the highlighter better than I do the blush and the eyeshadow. So if I had to choose from the products I bought today, I would choose the bronzer and the highlighter as being a good buy. So guys, let's zoom out. So this is what I look like all together. I don't think there's anything else that I've left out. That is the highlighter, the butter bronzer in the color Endless Summer, and the, what else did I buy? The eyeshadow palette. So out of those products that I did buy today at Ulta, I do like the highlighter and the bronzer itself. So guys, that is all I have. And for those that are curious, again, this is Champagne Butter Highlighter, Butter Highlighter, and the bronzer is the Endless Summer. So, and if you're curious as to what the color of the NARS was, I'll put it in the link below. But guys, that is it. Let me know what you think of this look. Let me know if you've experienced any of these products here and what your take on them is. For my, just so you know, for my eyelashes, I mixed the Unleashed by Wander Beauty and followed it by the E.L.F MAKIAGE. I do like this wand. So I did follow it up with the E.L.F MAKIAGE. So I've got two different mascaras on. I like the look of it. But guys, that is it. Let me know your thoughts. Again, the lips, it was the Pixie Brilliance Balm. And it is a nude for me. So guys, that is it, and we will see you in the next one. Don't forget to click like if you like the video, and look at the rest of my videos. Figure out if this is a channel you'd like to subscribe to, and we'll see you in the next one.